What if time suddenly slowed down? But only for the universe, not for you. You blink, take a breath, and everything around you begins to move unnaturally slow. People's voices stretch into deep, distorted echoes. Raindrops freeze midair. Flames crawl instead of flicker. You're still thinking, still moving, but the world is no longer keeping up. This isn't time travel. This is something far more unsettling. Let's explore what would really happen if time itself slowed by 50%. At first, you might think nothing has changed. Your thoughts feel normal. Your heartbeat feels the same. But within seconds, the illusion shatters. Sound waves move at half their normal speed, meaning every noise drops in pitch and lags behind its source. Conversations become impossible. Music turns into warped, dragging tones. Light would still move at the same speed, because light doesn't experience time the way matter does. This creates a terrifying mismatch. You would see events before you hear them, with delays so extreme your brain would struggle to process reality. Now look at motion. Cars wouldn't stop, but they'd move like they're trapped in thick syrup. Engines would burn fuel inefficiently. Explosions would unfold slowly, their destructive force stretched over time but no less deadly. Fires would burn longer, hotter, and harder to extinguish. Your own movements would suddenly become incredibly dangerous. With the world slowed, your muscles would deliver force faster than objects can respond. A simple step could shatter bones. A punch could cause catastrophic injuries. You'd need to move with extreme care because everything you touch reacts too late. The human body was never designed for a time mismatch. Inside you, chemical reactions, digestion, nerve signals, metabolism, would begin falling out of sync with the environment. Your brain would process information faster than reality unfolds, leading to intense disorientation, panic, and possibly psychosis. Sleep would become impossible. Hunger signals would break. Your internal clock would completely lose alignment with the external world. Now let's talk about technology. Modern civilization depends on precise timing. Computers, satellites, GPS systems, financial markets, all of them rely on synchronized clocks. Slowing time by 50% would instantly destroy that synchronization. Satellites would drift out of orbit because orbital mechanics depend on time consistency. Communication networks would collapse. Power grids would fail as timing mismatches trigger automatic shutdowns to prevent damage. Airplanes in flight would become death traps. Lift, thrust, and airflow would no longer behave as expected. Pilots wouldn't have time to react, because reaction itself depends on time flowing normally. And then there's biology. Animals would panic. Predators and prey would lose the timing they rely on to hunt or escape. Birds would misjudge flight, crashing midair. Insects, whose lives depend on rapid cycles, would die in massive numbers. Plants would suffer too. Photosynthesis depends on precise timing between light absorption and chemical reactions. Crop yields would collapse. Ecosystems would unravel. But the most terrifying consequence is psychological. You would feel trapped between moments, always waiting for the world to catch up. Every action would feel delayed. Every reaction would arrive too late. Reality itself would feel broken. Now imagine this lasts not minutes, but days. Society would collapse quickly. Transportation would fail. Food distribution would stop. Hospitals would be overwhelmed, unable to operate in a world where timing is unreliable. Governments would lose control, not due to violence, but because coordination would be impossible. And here's the darkest truth. If time slowed permanently, humanity would not adapt. Evolution takes time, and time itself would be broken. Eventually, consciousness would become a burden. A mind running faster than the universe around it would be a prison. Life wouldn't end in fire or ice, but in unbearable stillness. So the next time you complain that time moves too fast, remember this. Time isn't your enemy. It's the only thing keeping reality functional.